always do this. I don't know, I always feel awkward when I'm in front of the camera. Hi everybody, Adri here, and thank you for joining me into this week's episode. This is not going to be a podcast, this is going to be an unboxing because I got this on the mail. It's the Lana Box! Oh my god, guys, I am so excited to finally be able to review this box to you, and I will talk about it to you in a moment. So this video is not sponsored by the Lana Box. I have not been paid to review this box. All opinions of this box are mine. I have been buying the Lana Box since November, yeah. Well, my first Lana Box, I actually received it in December. But I have been buying this with my own money. And let's just say that I am in love with this box. But there's a few things that I actually want to talk to you about it before you even considering purchasing it. So accompany me and let's review this. And by the way, this is going to be the first time that I'm opening it myself, so I don't know what is inside there at all. And I have not gotten any spoilers. So you and I are going to find out what this box is about. This is the Lana Box. The Lana Box is, you can find it on Instagram. It's actually, of course, it's the Lana Box in Instagram. Lorena is actually the owner behind the Lana Box, and she and her husband, or the person who helps her pack most of the time, it's her husband, and she is the one who created the idea of actually making a monthly box for Europe. And one of the things that it's incredible about the Lana Box, which is the incredible Lana Box, oh my god, Lorena, please, I'm your PR over here. One of the good things about the Lana Box is that it comes with around 2 or 3 skeins of yarn. It includes a pattern, it includes some smaller things that you can actually get. And I would say personally that this box is actually worth it. So the box that I'm having in my hands, we're in April. Yeah, it's the April box. I'm sorry, I'm always thinking like, which box is this one? Is it April or whatever? But I always forget the month that we are in for some reason. But anyways, this is the April box. And let me open it to you. Ta-da! Unceremoniously opening the box. So it does come with little really nice packaging, and one of the things that I really like about this box is that, of course, this one looks a little bit beaten down, but of course that's because of the transit, but normally it doesn't come that way. Normally sometimes it comes without any cracks on the box. Anyways, let me open the box, and yeah, we ripped it. I don't like ripping stuff. And oh, this is nice. So normally she sends like what it is on inside of the Lana Box. So here in the back, and I'm trying not to look at it that much because I don't know what it is and I don't want to spoil myself, but this is basically how it looks. Here is the first thing that you see from the Lana Box. It's what is inside of your Lana Box. Now it always comes with a pattern. Let me fold this because this is a QR code, and it comes with the link for you to download your pattern. This is the pattern by Makenzie Alvarez, and it's called Breath of Life. Now, one of the things that this box is about is directed or targeted towards knitters. So, but I am a sucker for wool. I get it regardless if I am not an expert knitter. So I got a voucher, €5 voucher for my next purchase in her store, because she actually has a store. And at the same time, it came with a needle. So this is a circular knitting needle, and it seems that this is for socks, and it does come, this is the knitting needle, and yeah, it's a sock knitting needle, and it's a circular one, and it does come with one more stitch marker over here. So it's actually, this month it is very minimalist, I would say. I have had gotten on previous months a little bit of more stuff in the box, but a €5 voucher for her store is not that bad. Now, the wool that we got is from Summit RD Fibers. I have never heard of them before, and it says that they are hand dyed in Washington. So this is the color. These are the skeins that I got. And now it is supposed to be that this skeins that you're receiving is for the pattern that you're getting for this month. And I love it. I mean, they are super wash merino, and it's a 4-ply, and it's 400 meters for 100 grams. And I love it. I mean, this is the Lana Box. It's monthly April box, and I'm in love with it. Like I said, I enjoy the Lana Box a lot, and I really like the smaller things that do come in the box. Now, I want to talk to you about where the Lana Box actually ships. Is it worth it? And do you is it worth it to buy it? What's my opinion with it? And I would say the monthly fee for the Lana Box is actually €49 and 50 cents. I think €49 and 50 cents. But just basically think it's €50 of your income that you will have to give for this box. Now, do I think it's worth it? $50 for one pattern, 2 skeins of yarn, and some haberdashery? Yes. Because just think about it. Normally indie dyers skeins cost around, this is just like basically like how much it might cost per skein. So normally one hand dyed yarn here in Europe, at least where I have seen them, even in online and everything, they cost around 25 to 30 euros one skein. So you have to think about it a little bit. It's like normally one skein of yarn will be costing you around 25, 28 euros to buy it. So this already, it's more than what, it's more, hold on, let me check. So these 2 skeins of yarn are around, I would say, 56 euros. 56. These 2 skeins of yarn. Just think about it. Just think about like how much you normally pay for indie dyed yarn. And this is already, I would say this would be costing around 28 euros. And I'm like, you know what? This is already 56 euros. Let's say that this pattern, I don't know how much this person is actually charging for her pattern, but I would say around another 7 euros. And then of course you have a knitting needle and a stitch marker, one stitch marker. But if you have a knitting needle, it's already another 3 to 4 euros for the knitting needle. So I would say, yes, the Lana Box pays itself. But here are some of my critiques of the Lana Box. And of course you got a €5 voucher. Is it one of its best Lana Box that I have gotten? No. I have gotten way much better Lana Boxes before. For example, when I got this beautiful yarn, I think this was the one for March. Yeah, this was the one for March. This was, I think, the one for I think this one was the one for January. So yes, you do get a lot of variety for this, but the previous months was way much better than the April box. Yes. Do I think that it is worth it to buy it? Yes, especially if you are in the European Union, because it is €50. Shipping is €50. Shipping is for free. You get 2 skeins of yarn, a pattern, and some haberdashery, and probably like a €5 discount. Yes, it's worth it. I mean, that's basically it. Wow, what a bad reviewer I am. Yeah, I do think that it pays itself. It is worth it. Of course, when she sends it, one of the things that I'm always like, oh my god, I wish I could actually have it. It's because obviously she's shipping from Spain. So everybody in Spain actually gets the Lana Box before I do. And then like a few weeks, like 1 week later, I am the one who's getting it. After I start seeing, like, not 1 week, like 5 days later, I am the one who actually gets the Lana Box. So yeah, I do think shipping is for free. You get it into your house. It's not, for example, like the like this monthly box from the US. I forgot the name. I have actually seen it before. I don't remember if it's the Knitpicks monthly box. But you have to think about this, because if you live in Europe, we have to pay customs every time that something comes from the US, and it's 20% of what you paid for your package to come. You have to pay 20% extra for this box to arrive home. I was like, I would pay around $70 to get a box actually shipped to me, and then have customs basically completely, like, I will have to go to customs, I myself, to open the box and show them that this box is worth what it's worth, and then I will have to pay for the stuff that I have already paid for free shipping to a 20% extra. That, I personally think, it's not worth it if you are living in Europe. But I do think that if there is an option for a European monthly box, I think go ahead with it. I think it's worth it. Then another point of critique that I have for the Lana Box is the pattern. Most of the patterns, I speak Spanish, and that is not a problem for me. But if you see, Europe, not everyone speaks Spanish. Everyone speaks a very different language. French, Portuguese, English, German, Dutch. There are so many languages in Europe, and one common language that we can all agree that mostly, or the majority of the people are going to speak, is English. So yes, I am hoping that at some point the Lana Box will actually have English patterns. Yes, I am super, super hopeful, because it is neglecting other parts that would want, it's neglecting other people who would like to buy the Lana Box but don't speak Spanish. Some of them they do come with some patterns, they do come with charts. Some of them they don't. Some of them is just basically you see what you get. So you have to think about very well of, am I buying this box because of the pattern and for the wool because I would really like to use it, or is it that I'm buying it just because of the skeins of wool and the stuff that I'm getting with it? You will have to think about it and see for yourself, is it worth it? Now, as I said, on my previous months, I have actually gotten way much better things than April's box this time. Should that actually make you think that you should not buy it? Go ahead and buy it. I think it's a very good experience. I do enjoy having new stuff coming at home, especially if it's from indie dyers. I don't knit, so all these patterns are actually patterns for people who are intermediate to advanced knitters. I am a beginner knitter, but I buy it because of the wool. And these wools, I want to use them for projects in my crochet that I have already thought about. So yes, like, I'm gonna use them. So they're not gonna stay just there looking pretty in my apartment. They're actually going to be there to be used in other projects that are friendly for me as a beginner. Now, before I leave, I don't want to seem very critical of the Lana Box or anything like that. I actually have talked to Lorena, and she has told me that the pattern, this one, Birth of Life, comes in Spanish and in English, and that probably, and I'm hoping that the next month pattern will be coming in English too. So at least it's something. I mean, at least it's something. At least it's like, yeah, you know, like it is. She's slowly making all of these changes. Of course, it's only a one-person business. She's a mother. She has one baby and nobody else is helping her. So of course, all of these changes are very slow to come. So support. I like supporting people who are small businesses. She's starting out, and I really like this because she always gives this. She is always open for feedback. She listens to you, and of course, if you would like to have a Lana Box, then go ahead and subscribe to their newsletter, because those Lana Box actually go out quickly. And I remember I spent several months waiting for an opening for this Lana Box to come for me. And I finally did it last year, and I am not letting it go that easily. So I will give the Lana Box a 4.5 out of 5. That means recommended to buy, and I think you should try it too if you are in the European Union. Next month's Lana Box, I will make another review, and I will show you what it is inside of the Lana Box of next month. So thank you so much for joining me on this Lana Box review. I hope you liked it and that you found it useful. And of course, if there's even more boxes to try, then I will purchase it, because I am a sucker for monthly boxes. And yeah, anyways, thank you so much for joining me on this episode, and we will see each other next time. Bye!